Hi there, Power Kids. It is my great pleasure to spend some time with you virtually. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you who have never been in my class or it's been too long and you just forget who I am, my name is Joel. My wife Monica and I teach the 4th and 5th grade Power Kids class on Sunday mornings during second service. So whenever things start to go back to normal and we're allowed to be together again, I hope I get to meet you if I haven't before. It's a new month. We just started a new life app or virtue. We're talking about humility. Oh, but one fun thing about me, one fun thing. Um, oh, I still love Pokemon after all these years. Got to catch them all. But I think what would make this more fun is if we had another Power Kids teacher jump in and help make this video. So let's see if we can get Nicole, see if she's free.
Hey, Joel.
Hey there, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. Do you want to help make a video for Power Kids?
Sure.
Awesome,
Sounds
because I
awesome.
think they're probably watching right now.
Oh, hey, Power Kids. Um, I'm Nicole. If you don't remember me or haven't met me before, I teach third grade at the 1045 service and also do large group first through third. So all of you kids that I see regularly, I miss you. And I look forward to when we can be together again. And I hope I get to see you all sooner rather than later, but I guess we don't know yet.
We don't know. Tell them something fun about you.
Okay, something fun. Okay, I do art. Some of you may know that already, and we're actually sitting in my art studio right now in my house. So
Nice.
you can't see my art from where I'm sitting, but you can see some flowers behind me.
I actually have a painting at my house that's huge that Nicole painted for Monica.
Yeah, it was a
And
Christmas present.
yeah, Monica's generous. I'm allowed to look at it as I walk through the room. So
Nice.
that's how you share paintings. Well, I was just telling them, as you know, we're talking about humility this month.
Okay.
And I'm just going to read right out of the app. Humility is putting others first by giving up what you think you deserve.
Huh. Okay. So, do we have a Bible story that kind of teaches us about what that is?
We do. It's in Matthew chapter 26. And before we open to Matthew chapter 26, would you read everybody the verse of the month?
Sure. The verse this month is Philippians 2:3. So I'm going to read it, and hopefully you guys can repeat after me at home. Philippians 2:3. Don't do anything only to get ahead. Don't do it because you are proud. Instead, be humble. Value others more than yourself.
Hmm. That sounds like it would really help us in our relationships with our family that we're stuck at home with a
Yeah,
lot more.
I think that's probably really hard right now.
Sure. Well, if you have your Bible with you, if you don't, pause this video and go grab your Bible and open up to Matthew chapter 26, verse 36. If you're having a hard time finding Matthew, it's the first book of the New Testament, and you could probably find it in your table of contents in the beginning of your Bible. Matthew chapter 26, verse 36. And I'm not going to read everything word for word right out of the Bible to you, but I highly recommend that you read this whole chapter. It's so good. And Jesus is so incredible in what he does in this chapter. But I'm gonna call out a couple of things that I noticed when I was reading it. So again, Matthew chapter 26, verse 36, Jesus is, it's very near the time in Jesus' life where he dies on the cross for the sins of the world, which was a huge thing that created salvation for all of us. It gave us a way to have a relationship with God. So an amazing, huge thing. But the dying part was terrible for Jesus And when in this chapter, you get to see that he knows what's going to happen, and he's not looking forward to it. So he's in this garden, or in this place called Gethsemane, and he's got some of his disciples with him, and he prays to God the Father. He says, "My Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me, yet not as I will, but as you will." And what he meant there, when he said that cup, he meant this part of my life that I'm about to participate in. I don't want to do it that way. Can I save everybody in the world, but without dying on the cross? Is there a way I could do that? You know, then he went back and he found his disciples that he had brought with him. They were asleep. He'd asked them to pray with him, but they had fallen asleep. So he asked them, please wake up and pray, because he was just very troubled and he wanted them to pray with him. So he went back to praying to God, and he said, and this is in verse 42, if you're trying to follow along at all. He went away a second time and he prayed, "My Father, if it is not possible for this cup to be taken away unless I drink it, may your will be done." And he's just saying, God, if the only way to save everybody, me, you, is that you? If there's only, you, if there's only that one way for me to save everyone, and that one way is me dying on the cross, I'll do it. And a lot of times when I think about humility, I think maybe I should let somebody else use the swing set, or maybe I should let somebody else use my video games. And I know those sound like 10-year-old examples, but I go through some of those same hardships, letting somebody else use some toys first. And a lot of times, you guys, that's all we really have to deal with. I'm not in a position where I have to try to decide whether I want to sacrifice my life for anybody. But that was the position Jesus was in. And he did not want to die on the cross, but he loved us so much. And he chose humility. And he told God the Father, if this is the only way, we'll do it your way.
So Jesus was putting us first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's a perfect example of our bottom line this week, which is put others first.
Yeah. Short and sweet.
Yeah. Short and sweet. Put others first. And I think as we're coming up on Easter, that's a really good reminder.
Absolutely. So with our bottom line, how do we put others first? I've got one example that I kind of gave already. You're at home with your family. Maybe you've got a toy or some electronics that you really like. They entertain you, help the day go by. Share them. If you value your family as much or more than yourself, then you'll be glad to share those things you have with them. It takes everybody in the family, I think, to keep a house clean.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what it's like with kids.
Yeah.
Isn't it better when they help you with all the stuff you need to get done around the house?
Yeah, there's way too much for one person. So in a family, helping out is putting your family members first.
Yeah.
You didn't make the mess. Maybe you don't feel like you deserve to clean up someone else's mess, but that's how you can put someone else first.
And I'll be honest with you guys, I do not like cleaning up other people's messes. But in humility, if I'm humble and I value them, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
What about you, Nicole? Do you have another example of humility?
Yeah. Don't take the last snack.
A good one.
Everyone's stuck at home right now. Everyone's kind of plowing through snacks. So if you have a snack, you pull it out of the bowl or the box or off the shelf, and it's the last one, maybe think about someone else in your family who might be wanting that. In fact, I actually have with me a little orange because I'm hungry, and this is actually my last one, which is what made me think of that example. And I'm really looking forward to eating this. but I don't think anyone else in my family wants it, so I can actually eat it in this case.
Well, what if I want it?
Well, we're in two different places, so I don't know. I guess I like the idea of putting you first. That makes sense. That's what we're talking about today, but how would I do that? Like,
Well, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way, Power Kids. Do you think maybe she could try to? We just got this thin little barrier of
yeah,
internet between us.
I could try. I could probably pass it through the internet in the interweb,
Yeah,
as they say.
yeah.
So let's give it a try. What do you think, Power Kids? Yeah?
Let's
All
try
right,
it.
here we go. All
All
right, we're
right,
just
I'm gonna
gonna
try
like
it.
push it over there.
Is there a way? Wait,
It's
I'm
not
trying
quite,
to get.
not quite. There we go. Ah, look at that. It worked.
I am amazed that worked. That's never worked before. I've
Probably will never work again.
I've thrown things at my monitor so many times, and they always just come back to me. They
Yeah,
don't go through it at the person that I'm talking to.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
just kidding. I've never done that before. Don't do that.
you'll have to tell me how that tastes when you eat it. So
Smells delicious. Well, thanks for tuning in, Power Kids. We miss you terribly, and we hope you're all well, and we love
yeah,
you.
stay safe, stay loving, and put others first.
Practice humility. Bye, guys.
Bye.